Today we're going to be working on this 1962 Falcon, Ford Falcon. We've done some stuff to it already, but we're going to be doing the main thing today. This carpet. Does it run right? No. Does it have an exhaust? No. But was there a sale on carpet? Yes. So I'm going to be doing that, and I've always told everybody that carpet changes a vehicle, so let's see how much it changes. Look at this thing. Let's get it moved into the shop. This thing fires up so dang good. Put her in park. The brakes do not work at all. I do have a parking brake. That's about it. So let's get it. Come on. Darn. Maybe. There we go. Pump it twice. Oh. Close. Start right up. Oh. Hell yeah. This thing does not have any brakes at all, so you gotta, and the shifter's a little funky too, so you gotta mess with the shifter to try to get it to actually go into drive and reverse. It's a little funny. Neutral's really hard to find for some reason. That's what we're working with. Buddy and I, we swapped this motor a few months ago, about a week after I bought it. I had this motor laying around from that Ranchero, and this originally had the Ford 170 in it, inline six, and I threw, this is a Ford 144, which was running and driving before I swapped that one to a 200. So, threw it in. Started right up. This is an automatic car, as opposed to the other one was a manual. We got it running off the jerry can, just sitting in there. It runs pretty good. It starts right up every time. This car is extremely solid for its age. Bought it from the original owner's son. Definitely use a good buff, but this is a deluxe model. So, not the original, or not the lowest level, but not the highest. Got a little bit of cancer right there. A few little scrapes. Got a little bit of cancer right here. They always rust right here. There's a few layers of metal in there. And the moisture from the cowl and everything gets trapped down in there. My Ranchero had the same rust. This car was parked in 1982 when there was supposed to be a valve job done on it, which never got done, leaving the old motor locked up. So that is why we have this new motor in here running and driving. But we are not here today for the motor, so this is what we're going to be tackling today. We're going to be ripping out this nasty, very, very nasty old carpet. Very, very nasty. It smells like, not quite like a rat, but it smells pretty bad. And we're going to be putting this new carpet in there. I'm pretty excited for some new carpet from ACC, and some sound deadening that we're going to be throwing in there as well. As you can see, headliner really good. Could use a few new sun visors, but I haven't cleaned a speck of this car yet, so there'll be a lot of cleaning in this video as well. I do have some POR 15, which I'm going to be putting down on the down underneath the carpet whenever I get that ripped up, so we'll have to wait for that to dry at some point. So let's get this carpet and other junk out of here. I got some brake pads and stuff in there. Let's get all this out, start tearing the seats out, try to keep them in good shape, and let's get started. That's what that carpet's gonna look like. That's what color it is. So I think it'll fit the car well. Not quite factory, but it was a factory color option. And our goal is to keep this one pretty factory since I have my modified one right across over there. So let's get started. Turn the rest of the junk out of here. Yeah, this handle's a little wonky. It still works. I feel like somebody fell on top of it or something pushed down out pretty hard, broke it off. Start knocking out the front seat first, and then I'm gonna have to figure out how to get the back seat out. I've never had to take a back seat out before, so we'll get the front one knocked out and go from there. See how it grows, see what else is underneath there, I guess. Well, it broke off, but it came off. So, I guess that's better than nothing. Whew, she's hot. She's hot. But, so we're 1 for 2 on the bolt breaking. So let's see if we can get the rest of them off, I guess. I didn't catch it on camera, but the socket was literally smoking, but got them all off, all 4 off. That one, not so good, but 3 out of 4, I mean, that's not that bad of odds. So let's see if the, should be loose now, we'll see. Oh yeah. So, gonna drag that out of there now. Almost forgot I have to unbuckle my seat belts. I cannot get these things off. Like, it gets close enough, but it won't come off. Not gonna lie, I'm debating just cutting it. We'll see. Let me just try on the other side. It's not rusted. After a little bit of persuasion, I got it. Just a little pin that goes into there. And that little bit of PB blaster and some hitting. I broke that pin and I was able to get it off. So I'll just have to do that on the rest of them. I think these were factory option. I was looking into it. It does appear that you could order them special. I don't know why they're not in the back seat, only the front seat, but because they do say Fomoco or whatever on them, the Ford. This one doesn't, but the other ones do. They're just lap belts and nothing special. So let's get the other 3 of them removed. Got the seat out, the front seat. This car does have 87,000 miles, I think. That's definitely original. So you got it sucks, the driver's side's pretty tore up. They usually are, you know. But like perfect over here. The back seat's in perfect shape. It's in pretty good shape. I didn't even realize it's got the wire slides up and back. Need to move that up a little bit. See, the foam's still like perfect. It's just that one side. Sucks, but still got the factory number on it. And this is this is the remaining in here. Pretty gross. I didn't see these springs here. I'll have to figure out what they do. I didn't even notice them. I did hear something springing, but oh, looks like we got a spacer, like a locking spacer thing. Take that out, take it out. You can see the factory floor there. It's pretty cool. Yeah, this thing's in really, really good shape. About the same thing over here. It's pretty good. Wow, that carpet is completely through to the floor. That's crazy. That's really surprising for how good a shape like the pedals are and everything, and such low miles for its age. Now there's, oof, that spring's seen better days. Not springing very well anymore. Bunch of rags. Don't really want to touch. Insulation, magazines, nothing special. This car's pretty cleaned out, honestly. It's pretty dang gross though. But that new carpet that's gonna make a world of a difference. Let's get this carpet tore out of here. I'll look into how to get that back seat out. Okay, so just gotta get a little aggressive with it. It just rips out, I guess. I mean, it worked. Oh my god, that smells awful. Surprised no mice ran out front of that thing. That is completely wet. Oh, that smells so bad. Yep, and then that's how you get the back seat out, looks like. Got some nuts right there. Or bolts, whatever. So that's out. It's got this cardboard back here. I'm gonna try to keep that in the best shape I can. It's actually in really, really good shape. I'm out of breath, but so we'll try to keep that in good shape. I gotta rip out the rest of that carpet. Let's do that. Rip out the rest of this carpet, and then it's vacuum, 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 and clean, clean, clean. Digging through here, got all this crap over here. Got some jacks and stuff, and pull this out. This does appear to be a homemade machete to me. It's got electrical tape on it. I mean, pretty swag. I don't know. You can take it on the vintage roadshow or whatever. You think have some significance, right? I mean, when you're out in the woods with your 1962 Ford Falcon, deer hunting, and you run across a little coyote on you, you just I hope you like my sound effects. Back to the scheduled program. We got a lot of the crap cleaned out. I don't know, there's a bunch of hard lines in here. I don't know what all hard lines are for. A very bent up pry bar thing, or tire iron. Yeah, looks like they put that's probably what that breaker bar is for too. It's tire iron, that's why it's so bent up. The jack's pretty cool, the original jack. My ranchero has one of those as well. Another tire iron. These are good. I love them. The old ones are good. Heater hose. Another pre-built hard line. Let's see what we use that for. A little bit of pipe. Like some pipe. Tire. Trash. I don't really want to climb in here. It's pretty cool. It's still got the original floor mat. You can buy it new for like $100, which I'll probably end up doing eventually. Whenever I get to that way, but I want to start cleaning. I want to restore the interior, then work my way out. Is it a good method? I don't know. I'm new to this. Oh, is that our matching Sunday shoe? Yeah. 2 Sunday shoes for me. Completely okay with that look. We'll be finishing this episode with shoes. They're my dancing shoes. Alright, we're going to get all this cleaned out. Mess with the pedal up there a little bit. Try to get it out without breaking it. And then we're going to POR 15 everything. I stand by that stuff. It is good stuff. So we're going to POR 15 everything. And then we're going to have to wire wheel for some things as well. So yeah. I'll mess it up. Okay, got 1 out of 4 to go. That kind of sucked. There's all kinds of things. We got a big old hole in it, so I'll have to see if I can find another one, but for now it'll be fine. Alright, so get the inside all cleaned out again. Now I gotta vacuum out this disgusting. I got all the trunk. I got most of the metal out. Gotta get my breaker bar out. A lot of it's trash with the rags, shit. But I think I'm gonna take this floor mat out of here. It's probably gonna rip up in pieces if I take it out, but if there's any rust under there, I wanna do the POR in one shot and not have to come back through and do the trunk separately. So here's what that floor mat looks like out of there. It's pretty good shape. I mean, there's a few little tears on the seams and everything, but other than that, it's actually surprisingly good. This is before I vacuum it or anything. This tank looks brand new. I don't know if it was replaced or not. They never said anything, but the tank looks really good. Scared to take these off because they like the rust down in there. So we'll see on that. But those are in shape on both sides, which is, that's good. And that, I don't see any pitting. I mean, there's a lot of surface rust. Like this, all this has got to come off. This isn't rust, it's just that liner crap, but gotta take that off, get to bare metal so we can prime everything, or POR 15 everything. But it's cool. Alright, I got that all cleaned out. I'm gonna take those out. Scared to see what's behind them, but got this all cleaned out. I definitely am going to wire wheel this a bit. Probably take a hose in here, clean it up more. Well, a little disappointing. There's some holes. Bummer, but not surprised at all. Look at this, just a trap for dirt. Oh well, it is what it is. And acorns. Not bad though. With that cover on the outside, I kind of figured there would be some rust holes in here because you got that trapping it in as well. So it is what it is. Well, it's all vacuumed out. That's as good as it's gonna get for now. The back vacuumed out. The tank looks good. I'm excited about that. I haven't even looked at the fuel system yet. But got it all vacuumed out, cleaned out. Now we are going to take it outside. Got my seat here, got my keys. And yeah, we're gonna get her washed out. You can see all the all the stuff we got out of it. Pretty gross, pretty gross. All the stuff that's going in it. But let's get outside and get it washed. Oh god, seat's a little tall. Get my big ass in here. I don't see an issue with this, huh? The no brakes never gets less scary, and that was terrifying, especially with my head hitting the headliner the whole time. But let's get the interior cleaned out, get it a little shinier. The trick to cleaning the inside is you just lather it in this Adam's car soap. You just get it everywhere. Throw in the trunk. What is rust anyways, right? Dang bubble bath in here. Now the drains are really draining. Some of them are, but not all of them. Not as clean as I'd like it, but we'll get it. Keep scrubbing on it. Slowly draining out. It's kind of hard to tell the difference, but it's clean. It's cleaning up a lot. It's nice. It's nice to see it clean. I mean, you got that compared to this. There's quite a bit of difference. Okay, so I got it back inside. I'm gonna throw some fans in it, get it cleaned off. Just kind of recap. Got the floor mat out. I need to clean that off still. I think I'm gonna reuse it. It's worth it, just for the time being. Got the inside pretty cleaned up. All these door jams. That was the biggest thing. See all the door jams. I mean, look at that. That is some good paint still. Got all that cleaned up. Wiped off the dash. It's I don't know. It's pretty pitted and rusty. Cleaned up steering wheel, cleaned up the gauge cluster. Pretty good. These floorboards, super solid. I mean, that's all surface rust, so it might have got close to going through, but we'll stop it with some POR. Some more just surface rust. I'm gonna wire wheel everything too. Had to poke the drain holes out, get them actually draining. See how clean the back is now. It's looking good. These seatbelt brackets are goofy. They just look like cable bolts or something. But I mean, they do appear to be factory. I think it was an option when I looked it up. Door cards will clean up. You could use some like vinyl reviver or something over there. I'll do that later. Oh, got this all cleaned up as good as it's gonna get. That's surface rust as well, thankfully. Got some of the color back. There used to be all brown right there. In that, it's like that underliner, that gritty stuff. They used to be all brown. Now it's got some of its color, its factory color back. Got things all cleaned up. These poor corners down here. I don't know what we're gonna do with those. But it's looking good, looking good. Just a little more busted door handle. These turned out the best in my opinion. I need to clean this one up. It's that vinyl stuff. I cleaned the other side and it looks really, really good. So I need to clean that up. I think I'm just gonna keep that strip and try to cover carpet with the rest. But the door jambs. Look at that. Same thing, clean, clean, clean. This one didn't clean up very well. It's a driver door. It's pretty rough. Stained, pretty rough on the bottom. Just like surface rust, just rubbed off, all the paint's rubbed off. Kind of same thing on the whole driver, just this driver door is all kind of like that. Close that up. I think throw some fans in it, call it a night on that. Call it a night on the interior, or the washing part, and then tomorrow morning. So I'd check out my Instagram, the low_rancho, for all the other updates on this. Like I said, and I've got updates on these other vehicles too. They're on that Instagram. I post about everything on there. But I'm gonna try to start doing YouTube videos when I can. Just they take up a lot of time, and I don't have a lot of time. So we're doing pretty good, one step at a time. We got all our pieces that we took out. I have to clean all these up too. These a little rotten. I think I'll just spray paint them black. Call it a day. I mean, I don't know what else, but it's like cardboard crap. Got our bottom seat for the back seat. Gotta get that out of there. I figured one of the cats would come in here and grab it by now. Seat covers, I'm actually gonna keep those. I think I'll use them on the front seat. Just to hide some of the crud. Or I need to try to find some. I'll try to find some blue Mexican, like a light blue Mexican blanket design. I think that'd look really good. Back seat, I need to clean those up too. Not too worried about that though. And then front seat, yeah, it's got the ashtray in the back. I love that. Matches the camel cigarettes we found in it. But that's it for tonight. I'll be back tomorrow morning. Get some POR 15 in here, get some sealing, wire wheel some of the floorboard, get it cleaned up a little bit, and all right, see you tomorrow. All right, so we're back on the Falcon. I let it dry out last night, and it looks like it dried up pretty well. So I'm gonna wire wheel some spots, show what it looks like now it's all dried out, and then we're gonna clean it a little bit and POR 15 it. I'm gonna send it. Hopefully my rust sealant stuff's still good. It's been sitting in the shed for a while, so let's get right to it. Alrighty, so let's see how it did last night. I got the fan going in here still, but looking pretty good, pretty good. Got the light blue fan to match the car, of course. Had this fan going in the trunk. I can shut off right now, it's pretty loud. I think in the trunk, I'm gonna POR, or I'm gonna cover everything. Even, I don't know if I'm gonna get down there. I mean, there's rust holes. So, you can see our cancer right there. I don't know if I'm gonna seal that yet. I probably will, just for time being, so it doesn't spread anymore. This side looks pretty good. Pretty clean on that side, which is fortunate, because that's where they rust all the time. They rust there, and then the front quarter too. But it's looking pretty good. Yeah, let's get it wire wheeled and cleaned up and sealed, and then we'll have to put a heater on it and let it all dry. Let it all dry for a while. We'll see. So open up the POR. I've already poked some holes in it, but that is it supposed to sound like that? Oh yeah. You want to get all the chunks in there too. It's really good for it. Oh yeah, big chunk. I'll start with that much. I don't really know how much I'm gonna need, but I can always pour more. I just don't want to make too much of a mess with the stuff. I definitely don't want to get on my hands, so I'll throw some gloves on here. I think that'll be good enough for now. Hopefully my paintbrush lasts the whole time too. Trunk floor done. So I didn't go into the corners. I'll deal with them when the time comes. But trunk floor done, everything. I covered the gas tank. It had a little bit of pitting, but it's actually really, really good shape. And then we already saw the floor done, the whole floor. I'm going to take it, I'm going to push it outside, let it dry off a bit, since obviously I can't get in it now and drive it. So I'm going to push it inside and let it dry off, or outside and let it dry off. And I'll probably let it sit for a few hours, let it get really dry. I might put a heat lamp in there as well. But that's the situation right now. Let's go push outside. Oh, I got in a hurry. Wasn't paying attention and ran over my cans. It really crunched the POR can. It's really bright out here, so I can't really see what I'm doing, but gotta push outside and let it sit out here for a few hours, and I'll be back and we'll start. I'm back after about 3 hours. It's been sitting outside. The POR is definitely at a point where it's ready to have insulation put on top of it. So we'll get to that. I just gotta push inside, and that's our next step. That's what it's looking like in there. Nice and shiny. It's glossy. Looks wet, but it's not. I love this stuff. It's super, super thick. Trunk too. So. Alrighty, so I got all the insulation in. This stuff is really, really easy to put in. I don't know how awesome it's gonna be, and I haven't driven the car on the road or anything to tell what it sounds like before, so I know before or after anything. But just anywhere you put this stuff in an old car, it's gonna change it quite a bit. I've done it before, and that one, and it changed it a lot. And I'm pretty happy with this. Stuff's really easy to cut. It's got the tar on the bottom. And it was pretty cheap too. I don't know how awesome, like how well it's gonna work, but I think it'll work pretty well. And I just bought it on Amazon. It was like 60 bucks, I think, and it was however much is in here. It was meant for a sedan. Just like this, it was about perfect. So avoided our hooks and everything. But now it's time for carpet. So let's get the carpet started. Been about a week since I've been out here. It'll be 1 second for you guys, but it's been about a week. Got the carpet here. I'm gonna get it laid out in the car, let it settle a little bit from packaging and shipping, and then we'll try to get it installed, get a time lapse of that. It's kind of the final step, and then we'll throw the seats back in and call it good. Alright, so it says to let the carpet sit out for a little bit, a few hours, let it get out of the packaging shape. So I'm gonna let it sit out for a little bit while I do some other things. I like this because it came with the light switch, the high-low beam cover too, so that's nice. But I'm gonna let it sit out for a little bit, and we'll be back in a few hours to install it. Alrighty, it's been a few hours. We are going to try to put this carpet in and hopefully not mess it up. Let's get a time lapse of that. Let's go. Carpet is officially in the Falcon. Got all the hooks for the seat cut out. Those are the seat belts. Hooks, they're kind of peeking out. All lines. I'm really glad that ended up going around here since we took out all that vinyl that was there. I like the carpet look more, but it's looking good. Let's check out the front. The line, got our seat hook. We burned our holes through. That's the most satisfying thing to do, is burning the holes through the carpet with like a file, not a file, but like a pick of some sort, with getting it really hot and then burn it through. It's just crisp. So we did here. See the holes. We had to do them on some of these too. No dirt, got to clean that up. Got it all tucked up under there. I need to clean off the pedals still. But I'm really happy with this. Really happy. Here's the overview of it. Big view. Definitely glad I picked this color. This color is like perfect for this car. It was a factory color anyways, but whatever was in there, I couldn't tell what it was. There's only one spot where I could actually see it. So I'm really glad I chose this, and definitely changed the car. So Now we're gonna clean up the seats. I gotta replace that one bolt that broke. Clean up the seats and throw them in, and then I'll video it then when I have them in there. We've just been cleaning the seats as bad as good as they're gonna get. You're gonna have to put a seat cover on them or try to clean them. Just need to clean that seat and then they're ready to throw it back in. I will cut to when I have them back in. Alrighty, so it's the next day again. And I have been painting some stuff and I got the cardboard in. I'm now ready to get the seats in. I was replacing the bolt off. So, got a new bolt in there on the seat. And then we painted this back here. We got this cardboard on. So that's still good. We're gonna keep that, we clean that up. And then we also painted these black. They go on the trunk. Some other side notes, the shop is an absolute mess right now. I haven't cleaned it since I started this. But these hubcaps, the car has two. They're not perfect, they're kind of rough. But the car came with 2 of them, so I ordered 3 more. They're not perfect either, but fits the car. This floor mat that goes in the front seat, I'm gonna take it to car wash, power wash it out. Same thing with the seat belts. I'm gonna power wash them, see if I get any color back. If not, I'm gonna order some different style. I'm gonna order some blue ones to just fit the car. How it is. This, I'm not even gonna bother putting this in. I'm gonna wait until I buy a brand new one. I just don't see a reason to try to clean this up and put it in if you can buy a brand new one for 80 bucks. So I'm gonna do that. And the new one also comes with another portion. So this is covered right here where the spare tire goes. And it comes with another portion to cover the front, which this one did not have. So that'll be nice. This video might be a little long for being my first video, but I wanted to really show it. And I mean, it's not one of those things that's quick. I mean, I can cut the camera as much as I want and make it go by really fast. But I mean, I ripped out all the old stuff, cleaned absolutely everything, which took hours. I sealed with POR 15, had to let that dry, put down the insulation. You gotta pack all that down with the roller. And then carpet, I had a week in between when I did the carpet. The carpet was a pain. That definitely took a lot longer than it needed to. It took about 3 hours to install, if more. And then cleaning the seats, I mean, that's another hour-ish of just, I deep clean those seats. I need to get one of those water wands, like deep cleaner, carpet cleaners, and throw it in there. But for now, this is how it is. Next thing is probably brakes for it. Brakes is definitely a big one. I mean, kind of need those. But I need absolutely everything, and it's gonna be a little pricey, so I'm gonna wait a little bit. And then exhaust is definitely after that. There's a few sensors I need to get working. The temp sensor doesn't work for some reason. I need to track the wiring on that. And then I need to go through the fuel system, which I'm not worried about the fuel system, but I'm pretty sure it'll be perfectly fine. So that'll probably be the next thing, is hook up the actual fuel, so I don't gotta have this scary fuel jug sitting in the engine bay. But I hope you enjoyed. This was my first video making. I'll try to keep it a little shorter than how long it actually took, obviously. But I hope you enjoyed. Might not be very entertaining, but leave your feedback and tell me what I can do better. I mean, I'm always open to constructive criticism, so tell me what I can do better. Follow my Instagram at @low_rancho. That's where I post about everything for my cars. That's what I'm most active on. I post old car stuff. I post working on these, all my projects. Just updates on everything. There'll be a post about the carpet in this probably once the video is posted. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching. See ya.